Hello my friend, how are you doing? In this video I'm going to walk you through 2 things that you need to be doing to grow your agency. This is for newbies, not necessarily for those of you who already have a ton of experience and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in revenue. This is more for those of you who are starting and you want to bring some order to the chaos that is your life. I'm going to walk you through how I would structure my day and how I would structure my time to basically build an agency to 10 grand a month. It took me about 6 months to do. My first agency, way back in the day, probably about 6 years ago now, I managed to go from 0 to 10k a month as a result of doing 2 specific activities throughout the day. My name's Charlie. I have built and scaled 2 businesses: NorthFlow Consulting, marketing agency, 100 grand a month, blah, 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 and then Imperium Acquisition, consulting company, currently collect about 600k a month in cash collected. Revenue looks about $1 million a month, which is very exciting. But either way, what do you need to do? So there's 2 things that I'm going to suggest in this video. The second one you probably won't have thought too much about. The first one you probably will, but I want to give you some order. You know that to get clients you have to do outreach. You've got to do cold calls, cold DMs, cold emails, but you have to in some way, shape or form put calls to effect, right? You have to put your offer and your company and your product and your spirit and your soul in front of your market to see if they bite. What I'm going to tell you to do is super simple, but what I want you to do is I want you to set what we're going to call an outreach block. But the key to success with client acquisition is consistency. But how do you achieve consistency? That's the question. So the fastest and easiest way to do it is to obviously habitualize the behavior of which you're trying to ingrain into your life. And so what I want you to do is open up Google Calendar or open up your calendar. If you haven't got a calendar, first of all, go and bloody get one. But open up Google Calendar. And what I want you to do is I want you to set aside a specific amount of time every single day that you do outreach. All I want you to do during that time is outreach. If you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to do 100 emails a day, right? Or I'm going to do like 300 cold calls a day. That's my goal, right? First of all, with outreach, you do want to have input goals as opposed to output goals. So you don't want to set yourself the goal of today I'm going to book 3 appointments. No. You want to say today I'm going to make 300 cold calls, because you can control the input, you can't control the output. And for as long as you desire outputs and set goals around outputs, you're always going to find discouragement or over-optimism as you can't determine those things, right? So what I want you to do is realistically, this should be probably 4 hours a day. Maybe even more than that, 5 hours a day. If you're working full-time on your business and you don't have other commitments, you should be going hard 12 hours a day. So maybe 6 hours a day of outreach, right? And I'm not even joking. That might sound like a lot, but I'm dead serious here. Do it in the morning. Do it before you go to the gym. Do it before you meditate. Do it before you do any of these woo-wah fancy habits that you want to build into your life, because nothing is more important in your life right now than outreach. So what I want you to do, and I'm not even joking, I want you to roll out of bed, get some water or some coffee or whatever the hell you do in the morning, and just do outreach for hours on end. Don't even fucking brush your teeth, right? Obviously brush your teeth eventually, but I don't want you exercising any willpower or any energy into something that isn't outreach in the very first few hours of your day. Action item for you. Figure out what time you wake up, and then as soon as you wake up, go and brush your teeth. Shit, I don't know what you do in the morning, right? We will call them biological imperatives. So tend to your biological imperatives, and then get straight to the outreach. Don't check your emails. Don't check Slack. Don't check LinkedIn. Well, you might if you're doing outreach on LinkedIn maybe. But just pick your poison. Cold calling, cold emailing, or cold messaging. Ideally pick cold calling. Because if you pick cold email or cold messaging and you book appointments, you've got no sales experience, you've got no verbal dexterity that you would have developed from the cold calling. So cold calling is the best way to start. And dude, just sit down at your desk and just start dialing or start emailing or start cold DMing. And do that for 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, very first thing you do. Do that for a year, and I promise you, my friend, you will be way beyond what you could imagine. Think about the compound effect of that just over time. Let's say from 5 hours of outreach every day, you only book 1 appointment. Let's say you're really bad at it and you really don't like it and whatever, you're not good. You book 1 appointment from 5 hours, right? Well, that, my friend, is 20 appointments a month if you're doing this Monday to Friday, right? So let's just be pessimistic and say 1 appointment, if you do 5 hours of work for 20 days, right? So you're doing 20 appointments a month. Let's then say that your show rate on that is pretty awful, right? Let's say that your show rate is fucking 50%. We're being super pessimistic numbers here. So you're conducting 10 appointments per month. And then let's say that you're terrible at sales. So you only convert 1 in 10 people that you talk to over a large enough period of time. So you're signing 1 new client a month. And let's then say that each client is worth $1,000 a month to you. If you are capable if you're diligent and conscientious enough to build a good service delivery system, and you just simply add one client a month to your system and keep those clients, by the end of the year, you'll be making $12,000 a month, all because you did 5 hours of work a day. Now, that's not a shiny way to build a business. It takes a fucking year. Everyone's like, I'm going to get you, like, I'm kind of guilty of this, because my offer for Imperium to Easy Grow is 20 clients in 180 days guaranteed, all your money back plus a $5,000 wire. However, with that comes a lot of work. So I say to clients when they come on board, and you'll have heard me say this before in client interviews, if you buy my thing, I'm going to ask you to basically sell your soul to the work for the next 6 months. So the expectation is very clearly set with our clients. We don't say that we can get you 20 clients in the next 6 months, but you have to fucking work. You've got to put yourself through the ringer for 6 months. You've got to really suffer, right? And people don't want to do that sometimes, and they're not the right clients for us. But you think critically about that, and you think, so what you're telling me, Charlie, is I am 5 hours of, obviously there's more work involved because you've got to do sales calls, service delivery, etc. But the first principle of it is you are effectively 5 or 6 hours of work a day away from a $144,000 a year income, and all I have to do is just pick up the phone. It takes most doctors 7-8 years to get to that point salary wise. Not even that, it takes them like 15 years. Like most career trajectories take 15-20 years to get to 6 figures. With this model, you can get there in 6 to 12 months. That's being pessimistic. That's assuming you suck. You do 5 hours of cold calling, you book one appointment. Dude, if you do 5 hours of cold calling, if you're really like going for it, and you can do like 100 dials an hour, which you should be able to, and you do that for 5 hours, bro, you can book, like, even if you've got a 1% ABR, which is awful, 1% appointment booking rate, you can book an appointment you can book 5 appointments a day. 5 appointments a day, and you do that for, there's 100 appointments booked a month. And show rate 50%, whatever. You conduct 50 appointments, maybe you only sign like 4, 5. You get 10% conversion rate. Like, it's not hard to build a business. It just requires a lot of. It is hard, all right. It's hard. It requires a lot of suffering. Okay, this is a way of putting it. It's not easy, but it's simple. Trust me, man. Fuck your blog posts that you want to do. Fuck your website that you're trying to build. Fuck your logo. Fuck your onboarding funnel. Fuck everything that isn't sitting down for 5 hours a day and making cold calls or sending cold emails. Everything that isn't the most painful activity that you should be doing to grow your business right now is a waste of your time. So stop doing it. So block it. Go into a calendar and just do it every day, religiously. And I want you to treat this, and this is exactly like this, is just how you need to perceive this, right? In your head. Treat it as if you don't do that block of work day in, day out, 5-6 days a week, your entire family is going to die. Now, obviously that's not going to happen, but I need you to start thinking that there is a serious consequence to not doing this work, because I'll tell you who does die if you don't do it. The future version of yourself that is actually happy, content, and has a meaningful, fulfilled life that attracts everything they want. That person dies. Every time you wake up and you don't do that block, a little piece of the future you is just chopped off. Hopefully it's not the appendage that you probably like, right? So, seriously, you have to take this shit seriously, man. This is your future, it's your life. Block it out and do it every fucking day. Come hell or high water. I don't care if you've got the flu. I don't care if you've fucking broken your leg and you're in hospital. You have to do it. Oh, but I'm trying to bulk, Charlie, and I've got to eat first thing, and now and if I eat, then I'm like sluggish. Fuck the bulk, man. Sacrifice everything for now, right? Sacrifice it all. Oh, but Charlie, on Wednesday mornings, I go for coffee with like 2 of my friends who also have agencies, and like I find that the networking, social. Fuck that. Fuck it all. Just do the block. Get it done day in, day out. Now, in addition to this, this is the short-term play, because you, my friend, have a couple of years of that in you before you're really going to start to burn yourself out, right? So you want to start building a mechanism that brings clients to you as opposed to you having to go to clients. And so what I want you to also do, in addition to this block, right, because you've got 12 hours a day, man. You're a young dude. You've got energy. If you haven't got any other commitments, you can put 12 hours a day into this thing. You can do that for months on end before you burn out. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it. I burned myself out to the point where I've actually disassociated from reality. It was fucking horrible, but you can do it. Like, dude, if you work yourself way too hard, all that happens is your brain and your body basically just stop functioning properly. And then once that happens, you can't work. So there's no real genuine consequence to burnout. Yes, it can hospitalize you. The stress, the cortisol, it's not good. I'm not recommending you do it, but you shouldn't be afraid of something like that, because if that's what you have to sacrifice in order to achieve your dream life and the future you want, and you have to go through some shit for like 2 years to get it, it's fucking worth it. So you're blocking out 5-6 hours a day for outreach. You're going to do that every single day. The first thing you do when you wake up, so you're going to roll out of bed, attend to your biological imperatives, as we know, and you're going to start doing outreach. You're not going to think, you're not going to stop and be like, oh, you're just going to you've got your desk set up, the night before you open your CRMs and your spreadsheets, you open your dialing software, you open up your emails, you open up whatever you need to open up, and you don't, as soon as you wake up, you're not scrolling through Instagram on your phone for 10 minutes, you're not going downstairs to say hello to your flatmate, you're just up, bang, desk, work, done. Just trust me. Do it for 3 months and see what happens. You won't recognize yourself. Once that's done, I want you to block out more time for content. Half an hour a day, video or long written form. Trust me, at the beginning, you'll suck. You won't know what to write, but just block out half an hour every day to do content. That's what I'm doing with YouTube now. I'm trying to just spend like 2 hours a day recording videos every day, right? I'm ahead on my schedule, right? But just having the block makes it consistent, and in that way I just have to do it, right? So with the content thing, you won't see clients, you won't see the effect from the course of content for about a year. So you need the huge volume of outreach, because that's very instantaneous, cash heavy, instant gratification, build the business. But the long-term play is creating content. So get your socials sorted, right? Don't fuck around too much. It doesn't matter what your profile picture, dude, my profile picture is literally me, like, right? So don't worry about your cover photo or any of that. Just make good quality content that serves the purpose of helping your market solve a problem. Whether in video or written form, I prefer video, it's better. You don't worry about your camera. Don't worry about anything. Just hold up the thing. Hi, I'm Charlie. I work in this niche, and today I'm going to talk to you about X problem. You'll be like, oh, but I'm not good on camera. So what? Nobody's good on camera for the first couple of months of trying. Don't even upload the videos. Just build the habit of creating the content, and do it every single week, and then eventually you'll make something and think, do you know what, that wasn't that cringy, I think I can probably upload that and get away with it. And if you do that, mark my words, if you do 5 hours of outreach a day, 6 hours of outreach a day, and you do half an hour to an hour of content production per day, and you do that for a whole year, consistently, come hell or high water with no excuses, you will be at 6 figures, minimum. Dude, you could probably be at 7. But as far as expectations are set, 10 grand a month is not hard. Like, it's hard in the sense that it's painful, but it's not complicated. Everyone thinks making 10k a month is this weird woo-wah, like, weird thing. Like, how do I do this? And like, oh, it's only for specific types of people. It's not. I mean, it is. It's only for people that can withstand pain and suffering for a period of time. It's really all it comes down to, man. Do the math. 5 hours of cold calling a day. You book an appointment a day. If you've shitted it, 20 a month, 10 appointments conducted, 1 client a month. You keep them around. You do that for a year, Bob's your uncle, Sally's your auntie. If you want to accelerate the process, if you want to have the most prudent way of booking these appointments, I'm going to say something. I'm fucking with you. Link in the description if you want to check out my program. I don't care if you do or not, but if you want a faster way of doing it, buy my thing. It's not a 997 course. There's no webinar, there's no case study, there's no free training. Just an honest video of me telling you how it works. By all means, I don't care if you click it or not. Like, we've got 7 reps, they're all fully booked, so you do your thing if you want to book. I don't care. Please buy my... No, I'm fucking with you. If you like the video, there's a button to show that you liked it, and if you click it, I'd like that. And if you want to subscribe so that my ego can be stroked, that'd be great. I'm fucking with you. Have a good day. Take care.